Welcome to Runs on Radix interview series. I'm Christoph from RDX Works. Today here with Lucas from Ociswap. Welcome, Lucas.
Hi, Christoph. Thank you so much for having me today.
Really awesome. I was asking you guys so many times to come in, and finally it's the time. Really, really cool.
We made it.
Yeah, I'm really happy. So, could you introduce yourself and the team a little bit?
Yes, sure. So I'm Lucas, one of the 4 co-founders in our Ociswap team. Already started November 21, quite some time, approaching 2 years already. And so also my teammates are all awesome. So Marco, Florian, and also Christoph. We all met each other in the Radix German Telegram back then and all shared our passion for the Radix tech itself. And especially after Florian had the first glance into this crypto code, what Radix want to achieve with the Radix engine and stuff like that, he initially said, immediately said, I want to deploy, I want to build a project on Radix. And that was the initial spark for all of us to start Ociswap.
Sounds really exciting. So what prompted you to make a swap, or actually a swapping platform?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure. At the very beginning, it was like Marco and Florian met each other, already had an idea with a logo, with a name, with the OCCAT breed, but not really a clue in the very beginning what to build. And after some brainstorming, they came up with a DEX because it's one of the first needed, one of the most core protocols you can build for each layer 1 or each ecosystem. And that was the initial idea. So to launch Ociswap, first basically to have a DEX live on Radix and to improve on it later on over time. And so that was the initial idea, to go with a DEX and then to explore more opportunities over time. Because it is just the beginning. To launch a decentralized exchange is already very complex and very hard to build product, but to see what is actually possible with the tech stack, with the unique features of Radix to build upon, right? So it was like we start with the DEX and then we see where all this innovation will drive us.
So obviously knowing most of your team personally already from several meetups, exhibitions and other things.
Yeah.
I'm really interested, you as highly capable guys, why did you choose Radix to build on?
Yeah, so it's very different history for the 4 different co-founders. So we all came up at some point in time in Radix, mostly because of someone mentioned it as a hidden gem, as something you really have to keep an eye, have a look, or to dig deeper. So it was like Christoph heard it from some close friend, and then he looked into it and fall in love with it, invested in it. Afterwards, he mentioned it to me, so I took a look at the time 2 years ago. The very same initial experience. Like Florian is even longer inside the Radix ecosystem and the community as the project slayer, and even came with a lot of more stuff before. So he's like so deep in the tech, and especially from that perspective, it ticked all boxes for him personally, as also a very critical mind, comparing all the different layer 1s, and he has seen the little flaws with or little possible flaws with the Radix implementation or with the promising tech compared to all the other layer 1s, and therefore he decided to stay here to this day and also even build a project now with Ociswap.
Yeah, honestly, we're really happy to have you guys, so capable, and Florian is obviously a core part of the Radix community, extremely important, really awesome. So what is coming up for Ociswap? Do you have any features to share, anything, any news, anything?
So we already announced a lot of cool stuff, let's say. So we want to deploy hooks, for instance. It's maybe you heard it before from Uniswap before. So it's not live yet on Uniswap, so we could not really take a look into their code or stuff like that. So we just thought how we could implement the vision of Uniswap before on Radix, even without having any clue how the Uniswap team itself will deploy it, will achieve it. And that's so cool to see. We have 7 highly capable and experienced developers on our team, and it makes so much fun. So they have so many ideas all the time, and especially it's so easy with this crypto and with the Radix engine to actually innovate, to focus on your idea, to move fast with your ideas. So you don't have to take a second look all the time with added complexity, like on the EVM, with dealing with so many smart contracts, for instance, or dealing with security in mind all the time because of some possibly re-entrancy attacks and stuff like that. So that's not really possible on Radix. That's such a cool thing because you can actually just continue with your idea, and that was the reason why we came up so fast with hooks implementations. So it's like an deployable logic. You can so any developer can basically build custom logic on top of our Ociswap pools with hooks. So we'll even do some sort of developer grants later on. So people are invited to build more custom logic on Ociswap later. So really excited about that, how it will play out in the long run, and how many amazing new great features will being built on top of Ociswap, because we cannot really imagine all the ideas.
Can you give us maybe one simple example of how hooks can be utilized?
For instance, an Oracle type of implementation could be okay. So maybe you need some real life data from the outside so you need some specific data from the outside to maybe do a swap, or there are different ideas you can think about, or even implement GPT styles of sheds, so to automate stuff, so you don't really have to deal with the front end all the time anymore if you want to, or even implement bots, automated trading engines. So there's so many different ideas you can actually implement with hooks. So I have myself.
I have no clue. Curious. I have to read up on it also, so to get a closer understanding of what it is. So, to wrap this up, where can the community find you?
So we are most active on X, Twitter, and Telegram. We have an own Discord server. We really want to get it more crowded as well. So feel free to choose your best place to join us. So everything is like /Ociswap. So it's simple, our name. You can find us anywhere there. We are really happy for Chat and to welcome you in our community. Yes.
Awesome. So this was Christoph from RDX Works here with Lucas from Ociswap today. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you so much for having me, and let's rock.
Awesome. Thank you.